What's up people, Lookieeoverhere, aka Mr. Lukey. Welcome back to the channel. Now today the question is, what kind of protein should I be taking? There's two ways of looking at this, right? You have to look at your goals. Either are you bulking or are you cutting? Now there's only two types of protein I will ever look at. They are the same, but basically one's a normal standard whey protein and mass gainers, which are protein as well, but they're mass gainers. So now I'll only look at these two types, so a whey protein and a mass gainer. The way I'm going to put it across to you now is, if you are bulking, you look into mass gainers, and if you are cutting, then you look into a standard whey protein. Now a standard whey protein is just pure protein. It has no carbs and literally just pure protein. That's it, no fats. It's just pure protein. That's all you're getting in from a whey protein. Especially when you're cutting, you don't need to use it. You know, you have these like different names of something like you'll have diet whey and then lean whey and this whey and that whey. Just look for whey protein. Just look at the nutritional value. As long as it's above about 20 grams, most of them about 20 grams anyway, or above, one scoop. Just look at the sugar content in the protein. You don't want too much sugar in the protein, but in protein, especially when you're trying to get, you know, just mainly protein to your system after training, you don't want be getting a lot of sugars in after your training, meaning like sugars added in the whey protein. So look for the sugar content. As long as I think below 3 grams, it's fine. I don't recommend any because they're all the same. Really, if you get from My Protein, bulk powders, gold standard, what's the other one? Normally Applied Nutrition I take sometimes, but like I said, I take different protein. It doesn't matter. Protein is protein. So the brand doesn't matter. Just look at the nutrition value of what's inside. That's what you should look at. With the mass gainers, one thing you do need to watch out for is the sugar content again, because with a mass gainer you do want to put a size on, but you don't want to put the wrong size on, meaning fat. If you're taking in these mass gainers, which a lot of them have a lot of sugar content. Now sugar content with that high amount in the mass gainer isn't good for you, because again it's all be converted to fat, so I don't recommend it. But if you do go for a mass gainer, there's nothing wrong with it, because mass gainer is literally protein with a certain amount of carbs. Okay, so what that means is you're getting best of both worlds. You're getting your protein and then you're getting your carbs in as well, so then you could add more weight on. That's what mass gainers are for. It's just the carb content in them which are overloaded with carbs. Sometimes eating a lot of food, you know, getting the meals, getting a lot of carbs like rice, pasta, all that. Sometimes someone physically can't do it, so they want in a form of liquid. So that's why mass gainers are helpful in this situation. If you can get whole foods, you'd rather get whole food. But if you can't, then again stick with the mass gainers. It's totally fine. So with mass gainers, again, one thing to look out for is sugar content. Again, a lot of them have a high amount of sugar content in the mass gainers, just so the calories can get higher. Because remember, mass gainers are literally about, I think, 700 calories minimum. It goes up higher and higher. It depends. Like you can have 1,000 calorie shakes and all that kind of stuff, you know. So do be weedy about the sugar content. As long as the sugar content is low, not too high. One thing I will say is, if you can get a sample of a protein, get a sample. Now the way I test protein is, if it's too sweet, that means it's bad, because it has a lot of sweetener and a lot of sugars in, right? So it's not a very good protein. If the protein tastes like grass, I'll say grass or cardboard, like grass, mainly like grass. If it tastes like grass, then it's a good protein, because it doesn't taste, you know, you don't taste that much amount of, you don't taste all that sugar that bees in there normally, you know what I mean? So the sugar content is what the main key feature that you need to look out for. It's like eating a donut. A donut tastes amazing, right? but broccoli doesn't taste the best. That's the way to look at this. You know, if the protein tastes amazing, it's crap. If it doesn't taste amazing, then it's actually good for you. So yeah, and if it does have BCAAs in, then you know it's a bonus. You know, it's BCAAs are a protein anyway. That's another video I'll make on, but BCAAs are another protein anyway. So if it has BCAAs in it, then it's cool. You can buy them as well. Remember, if you're bulking, you go for a mass gainer. It will be helpful and essential for you to put a size on if you're looking to put a size on anyway. And if you're cutting, go for a normal standard whey protein, right? Get that protein intake up. It will help and aid you with, you know, again, hitting your total protein intake for the day. And yeah, that's it. That's all you need to look out for protein protein powders. That's all you need to look up upon. It's all about your goals. If you don't need a mass gain, you don't need it. But if you do feel like it will help you, then of course go for it. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, hit the like button, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.